Good evening, Twilight Struggle fans, and welcome to a special presentation of Game 2 of the ITSL Calgary Conference Semifinals between Canadian Felix Lapan and the pride of Northern California, J.R. Jones. I'm Justin Abramson, Max Goldman, and Ted Livermore along for the ride, and we're so glad you could join us for this Elite Eight clash in the ITSL playoffs, Twilight Struggle's Big Dance. Felix won the first game of this series in final scoring, but the players will switch sides tonight as JR takes his turn as the USA. JR has already taken down two giants of the game in Tim Furrow and Tomas Tavaro, along with another Calgary All-Star in Tong Lu, just to get here. It's a big moment for the New York Grand Slam champion as he looks to keep his Cinderella run alive and force a decisive Game 3. So, Ted, let's start with you. Ted, what can JR learn from last night's NBA Eastern Conference Finals game as it relates to responding to adversity when you're behind in a series?
Well, you always want to keep trying in Twilight Struggle. You never know what's going to happen. And while I can't comment on any basketball goings on because I was not watching any of it, I can say I definitely quit on my OTSL game against Felix yesterday and went for the 50-50 5-year plan, either get rid of a horrible scoring or lose the game when I probably didn't need to, and I lost the game. So JR should not do that. Just keep fighting, particularly as the US. I feel like you have more of a chance to come back from the hole.
Yeah, that's certainly fair, Ted. I know that play has worked out well for you, and I believe Max Goldman has joined us. Max, I also want to get to you before we start the game here. Now, you have played with both of these guys in team tournaments. Felix, obviously, in Team Canada, JR in Team California. So talk a little bit about their respective play styles and how you think they each might attack the board here in the early going.
Well, JR's the type of guy that forgets to event ABM when he coos Mexico. So in the early war, we're not going to probably see that, but he probably will fill Burma if he has the opportunity. Whereas Felix, Felix gets a little fast and loose, especially with Europe at times, and gets a little aggressive as the USSR. But I think anyone who has been following Twilight Struggle throughout the last 2 years knows that you don't necessarily want to be playing Felix when he's the Reds.
Yeah, and speaking of the Reds, JR has got a great USSR hand here. He's got Vietnam, Decall, Sog Cubs, three great headlines for the USSR. Obviously, he has Middle East scoring, the best headline for the USA as well. But he's going to have a little bit of a tricky hand here to manage, especially if he gets purged. So he's hoping not to see Nasser certainly, but I think he'd even less like to see purge.
Yeah, I mean, what's the saying when you have Decall in hand, just don't get purged, and then you're like doing pretty well, right?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, if he doesn't get purged, you space Decall, you hold Sock Govs for blockade, you score Middle East for 4 ideally, then you've got some ops. Maybe you even event Korean War early on in the turn and try and steal South Korea if Felix loses the war. Ted, what are your thoughts on that? How to play Korean War as the U.S. on turn 1. Do you like to event it quickly, try to win the war and steal South Korea that way? Or do you like to space it? Obviously, he can't space it here with Decall in hand, but how do you typically like to handle Korean War early on?
I think you want to event it as soon as possible before, even if the USSR gets one in there and lose the war, that's bad. I think you event it as soon as possible. I will occasionally try to hold it or space it if it's a weird scenario where, it seems like the fight for Asia is on. It's funny, in my game yesterday against Felix, I headlined Vietnam revolts and then obviously went into Thailand. He responded with a 4-op taking Pakistan and South Korea immediately, and I had the Korean War. And so then I went ahead and I just evented it immediately and unfortunately lost. And then we filled every country in Asia fighting for domination, which neither of us got. But if I had won it, it would have been really changed the game. So I think here, JR's got other problems. Korean War is kind of the least of them. So he's going to need to, I think we might see him probably responds to the AR1 coup and then events Korean War AR2.
Yeah, I have evented at AR1. I definitely like eventing at AR2 as well. Middle East, an easy choice for the headline. We'll see what Felix comes up with. JR hoping not to see purge.
You just got to see what happens. And I have to say, loses 4 VP for JR. But top quality Twilight Struggle analysis. Event Korean War early if you have to event Korean War. This is what I'm here for. This is the reason why we're all here on a Monday night, I think.
We're the elites. We
Yeah,
are truly the elite
like
players. Um,
guys, everyone watching, if you're learning something from this game, if you have to event Korean War, you should do it early in the turn.
yeah. Now,
Top quality shit.
didn't we see a game from another American streamer many moons ago where he had taken South Korea, he was really afraid to event Korean War, and so he lost to Europe control on turn 3. Wasn't that a thing that happened?
Who did that?
I think it was a guy whose name starts with a P and ends with an Itza. But
Oh, oh, oh! I remember that. Oh my god, that was a long time ago, Justin. You have a
Yeah.
great memory for this
He
kind
has an
of shit.
incredible memory for this kind of nonsense. It's really impressive.
Yeah. Now,
And we have seen some great Korean War roles by none other than Max Goldman himself. We've actually dubbed the Max Goldman special.
no doubt about it. Oh my
Whoa.
goodness. What? Okay, so a coup with the China card of Italy, and he just does not quite get enough. Ted, give me your thoughts on this one.
I am surprised. I mean, look, you want to coup Italy with a 4-op under these circumstances? I don't necessarily hate it. It's not what I would do, but like, I understand. I don't think it's worth the China card.
Your hand's gotta be absolute dog shit.
It has to be just absolute dog shit. But at that point, like, so you don't like, then why coup? Go into Afghanistan or just take South Korea with it. I mean,
Yeah.
that is wild.
Well,
the other thing it says to me is that he has Europe scoring.
Yeah, so if I was JR, I think I would just be filling France and Italy right here, like no question. But the other thing is Felix is up a game. When you are up a game and you have an absolute dog shit hand, maybe he's going for a little variance, right? Like,
yeah. Okay.
He can make the risk. He can take the risk.
Yeah. So Ted, what are your thoughts on how you generally deal with middle? Okay.
Yeah,
You were right.
Yeah.
He has the scoring.
Yeah.
And so he gets away with the scoring for even, but he could have gotten away with the scoring for even. Decided to take a big swing at Italy, missed, and now he's going to be behind going to be behind in Asia. Let's see if JR wins the war. Does not get it, so I expect we'll see a couple in there. Yeah.
And a beautiful 6. Like, if you're gonna lose, go out in style.
Yeah. Yeah, I do wonder if JR should have used the 4-op there, like Max was saying, and take domination in Europe. I think to me that oh man, okay, interesting.
Dog shit.
That's great.
Shit.
JR very happy to see Marshall. No doubt he loves to get a free third one in Italy. But Felix, of course, for his part, he had to take South Korea. He obviously doesn't have decall or Vietnam in his hand.
So space here?
No. You got to get into Malaysia and India. I think.
I would wait on space. I like this better.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not destalling at DEFCON 4.
No, he's not. But if you get a nasty coup of Pakistan, I mean, I don't think that's going to happen. But
what's he cooing Pakistan with? He used China for Italy.
That is fair.
He's got nothing left.
That's definitely fair. But okay, I also don't like India. There you go. Okay, this is what I would do. The fight's on. The other two are scored. Get in here. I think Malaysia's super important. I mean, you're right. You're Vietnam and decall, I guess, in his hand.
If you didn't have Vietnam and decall in hand, 100% getting to Malaysia is the priority. But right now, I think you just go for the space VP, and I honestly would not be surprised.
Yeah, there you go. And Max calls it, but Felix doesn't make him pay, and he misses on the roll. So JR now with an opportunity. I might just space right back here.
I think you should.
You have to, because you have no choice now.
So do you think
it's NATO?
Do you think JR is waiting for AR6 to do the Vietnam coup?
So JR hits his roll.
Because it's 2 VP that he's going to give up, but put NATO into India. I don't know. It's not the end of the world.
I wonder if you just coup. Do you just coup Egypt with NATO? I mean, then you have to give Vietnam, or I guess you could give SOC Govs. Oh man, are you gonna wait till ARC? You're gonna. So I guess you fill up Thailand because Felix has already demonstrated he doesn't have a big card to coup Thailand with. You also you can just coup Egypt. You can put 2 into Thailand and leave Thailand to 2 because you have the China card. Decall is gone. Yeah, I don't hate this.
Oh
No,
no,
I do hate this.
I do hate this.
I think you just put 2 in Thailand, 2 in India, and that gives you Asia Dom, and you get a little protection from IP war.
But yeah, because I have no problem with DEFCON going back up to 5, right? Odds are you'll be able to respond to in Italy.
Okay, so you would
Sorry,
concede the 2 VPs here.
Well,
yes.
look, I mean, because what's Felix going to poke? Is he going to poke Pakistan? Then you coup Pakistan with Vietnam.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think you can see the 2. I think like with Middle East and Europe out, with you being ahead in Asia, like Space VP have been answered. Like I don't think losing 2 VP on Middle Ops here is the end of the world. Is my personal opinion, and I kind of like setting up the Asia Dom.
Okay.
But
so he coups out Nasser, gets his Mill-Ops VPs. So obviously happy to get those.
Okay, important question. What's everyone drinking?
LaCroix.
Yeah, I've just got water myself. Okay, and now this is interesting because now Vietnam gives domination.
So, you have to take Thailand with it. This is what I was saying.
No, but if you're right, Ted, because if you just take Thailand with this, you're giving up Asia Dom. I don't know if you don't give up SOC Govs maybe instead and hold Vietnam. Because if you give up Vietnam, there's no way to stop domination unless, of course, you simply take Malaysia and Thailand, which you absolutely cannot do. You can't just leave Thailand open like that. So, yeah, I like this decision here from JR.
I think you don't go into Thailand here. I think you just retake Pac and put one more in India.
Yep, I think you're going to put
or
one
just
in
retake
Italy.
Pac.
At least, yeah. I think that I like this. I think this is the play.
Yeah. So I like this because you have the IP war protection, but taking India instead with DEFCON going to 4 is also like the aggressive play, right?
That's true. Obviously, makes whoever gets IP war huge. Do you think you're going to draw it, or do you think your opponent's going to draw it? I do not like taking Thailand here. I like taking Pakistan much better.
Yeah, I mean, I think Pakistan's passive. Yep. I think India is the aggressive play, and India. It should have taken India.
Why? Now you can just let your opponent take it and then trigger IP war.
Yeah, no, that's true. Okay, so JR gets duck, which is important because the duck coup of Malaysia very much in play here. Obviously, he held over Vietnam. He's got a 4-op, and oh boy, D-stall.
Ooh.
That's interesting. Wonder if we will see a quick Asia Dom scored here. You think he D-stalls into Lao, his scores an immediate Asia Dom?
No, I absolutely do not think so. Not with France open also.
Yeah, okay. So where are you D-stalling then?
1 Thailand, 1 France, 1 Venezuela, 1 Chile, and I'm hoping that I have NTB or Purge to follow that up.
Okay, and you're going to take France and take Thailand?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to put Thailand to 3, France to 3, and have Venezuela and Chile open at DEFCON 4. If I have a 4.
Which we have Purge and NTB left.
I mean, I think you have to take the gamble on being able to take France and Thailand in one go. Let JR coup Thailand. If he gets it, you still get France. If he doesn't get it, you could either repair and spread out of Venezuela into Brazil.
Now JR does have China, so he could simply flip Thailand if he wanted to.
No, Max is saying, but you'd put Thailand at 3 if you have 4. You had 2 France, 2 Thailand. So Thailand's at 3, so you have to coup it.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking Lao to set up Asia domination.
If you have Asia scoring, I like that a lot. Just take the 5 and considering here the U.S. started the game in the Middle East, you had a crappy hand with Europe, you evented Marshall.
Okay, no France, and he dumps Asia. So he goes with my play and just cashes in 5 VPs immediately. Doesn't go to France, which I'm surprised to see.
What's oh damn?
Oh damn.
I wonder if Felix forgot
I forgot one in
Concept
France.
4.
Yeah.
Or he forgot one in France.
What a mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a bad mistake. That's a really bad mistake.
I think you have to put Thailand to 3, and I don't think you use your 4 here.
Okay,
Just
well,
ignore
where
it.
else are you
Just
going
ignore it.
here? I mean, do you even need to go Colombia? I don't. Yeah, I don't see the need to use a 4-op either. Angola? You're gonna go Angola here?
At DEFCON 4?
No, I
Are
don't.
you fucking...
Because then Angola's getting
No, because
cooed, and then
he
you're
coos...
cooing it back, and then
No,
South
he
America's safe.
No, not even. He coos Thailand. He either gets it, or if he breaks it, you repair, and then he gets a coup Angola.
Yeah.
No, Angola is not good at all.
I think it's a little too early.
Okay.
I think you just take 3 ops and shove them into Thailand. And
right, he's under containment, so he's got a couple of 4 ops.
Yes.
Yeah, and yeah. I mean, you could even use Suez right now. You go one level.
I actually like that free Suez right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Suez is a good play right now.
I did forget about containment.
Yeah, I think he's gonna put one more.
I think Colombia makes a lot more sense with containment in mind. I'm still just not crazy about Angola.
Right. So I think he's thought through this. Thailand, I wonder if he forgets the DEFCON's at 4, because I agree. You have to put Thailand
to 3.
You have to.
You have to.
Okay, I don't understand the one. If I was going to put one Libya, I don't mind the one Libya, but I would have used Suez if I were going to do that.
I agree. Yeah, I don't mind the one Libya, but I think it's the wrong card.
Maybe he's thinking about special relationship, but even then, like, you want to get Suez out. Okay, there's Indy Reds, a 2-op coup where? In Thailand.
Exactly.
Okay, so it's exactly what, as you said, Max. He goes for the coup in Thailand, doesn't really get it, and now you're going to repair.
And put 2 Venezuela.
Oh, no, you do not do this.
No.
Absolutely not.
Don't give up Angola and Zaire.
Then you're just handing over Angola and Zaire to get one of Venezuela and Brazil. No, I don't like this at all.
No.
I mean, I'm just cooing Angola here if I'm Felix, right, Ted?
100%.
Yeah, because you can do it with a small card. You can do it with AI War, Cambridge, Olympics.
But I will say this, JR's going to be very well set up in the Middle East and Europe after this turn, and probably a dom in Asia also. He's probably going to leave turn 2 with 3 dominations on the board if he plays his cards right.
Yep. Okay. Just a 1-op coup. Anything but a 1. And he misses on the roll. Anything but a 1 or a 2, I should have said. Anything but a 1 or a 2, I should have said. But yeah, a huge, huge miss.
I like this Brazil play.
Yep.
You do the right play.
Suez.
Lebanon. Zaire can wait.
I know, Suez.
Put it into Lebanon.
Yeah, Zaire can wait. I agree. Zaire can wait. Lebanon's important because you want to set up that Middle East dom.
Yeah. And Felix isn't going to let that slide. Felix will... Oh, he...
Let that slide.
He let it slide. VP. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and... Suez right here. Suez right here. Yep. Oh, no. No.
You need your Lebanon access, buddy.
Yep, that's...
I get it. I get it, but you need the Lebanon access.
Is he going to fill France with it? Is that the play?
I think you just take Dom.
Well, don't you take Venezuela too here? Like, what are we doing? Why France? You have time.
That can wait. Yeah.
Well, you're running low on cards also. Oh, that's... honestly, JR's just drunk. JR's just drunk on the ops. That's basically what's happening.
Well, I don't understand why not Venezuela. That Venezuela is an automatic. It's an open, contested battleground. And you put yourself in a weird position next turn where Felix takes it now and then he coups Brazil. It's a disaster.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to assume JR will walk into Uruguay AR6 no matter what.
Okay, but he's got like 8 other things he needs to do here.
I know. That's the problem. And he doesn't have Lebanon. But Felix also is out, and he's presence also in the Middle East.
Yeah, and he takes, and there goes special. for free because JR didn't fix the UK, but he put 3 in France. Okay, 2 ops here. I think you're going. Are you eventing IP war under containment? Or are you throwing away the 2 VP?
Oh, it's like it's hard.
I think you
I
need
don't
to take
know.
India with it, right? I mean,
I think you need to take India. I think you need to set up the
and
DOMs.
take Venezuela too. Come on.
So the only thing I'll say is like he's getting fancy and getting like a good position in the mid war, but like if one of those early war scorings come out turn 3, you need to score that for Dom down 8. You need to score it for Dom.
Okay, Fidel for the event makes sense. So I would, at this point, I would hold IP war. If you're not going to event it, you hold it.
Hold it, and you set up as many DOMs as you can, I think.
Yep. And yeah, you're not going to be able to set up Middle East Dom. You don't have access to a non-battleground. But I don't mind a second in Libya.
No, I like Libya. Oh, no.
No, you got to take India.
Get to India.
Got to take India. Got to take UK.
Okay.
Yeah, this is
fine.
This is fine. I don't love it, but I think that's the best you can do.
Ooh, okay.
I don't hate that either, to be honest.
I really like Uruguay.
Yeah, Uruguay's not bad.
No.
No.
Yeah.
You're playing with fire.
Right. You can, especially just holding it to turn 3, it'll give you mill ops next turn.
Yeah, it'll guarantee you mill ops next turn. Don't.
Yeah, and far more importantly, it keeps Pakistan and India safe.
Right.
Yeah.
Through the entire mid-war.
Right. Yes. This is fine.
So
this is fine. And then do Uruguay. Yeah, this is fine.
Yeah.
Does he
it gives him a chance.
He loses Asia Dom with Vietnam. Yeah. But I don't really care about that. I definitely
do not care about that.
I think
I'm fine with either retaking Asia Dom or moving into Uruguay. I think I actually no. I think you need to prioritize the early war in case there's scorings that get redrawn.
You're still going to be able to walk to Uruguay at some point, assuming we don't get a HQ in Brazil.
Well, either Felix will go or JR should go, right? So,
guys, let's talk about 4 ops. Let's talk about key cards we have not seen. Purge, NTB, both unseen?
Yep, that's correct. Okay. So I can give you the rundown. It's 5-year plan and CIA, and then Purge, NTB.
Felix is holding 5-year plan.
And okay, and then so Felix has
Felix played UN for ops so that he could hold 5-year plan.
Okay, well, he gets to hold 5-year plan in CIA for his trouble without China. So
yeah,
good luck.
And JR gets to redraw.
But the other thing,
he's going to get purged.
No, he's going to get purged and blockaded.
But that's okay because you have China. You can make it work. Yeah, I agree with JR's assessment there. You absolutely have to give up.
Saying, do I still event the IP war because it's only a 1-op card?
I don't think so. I think you just go with Olympic.
Yeah, I think I would probably go with Olympic, but ouch.
I think knowing that you're going to get CIA, you go with Olympic and just try and take the 2 VP. But
okay, so you're just cooing Venezuela here. Okay. Oh, and a Middle East redraw with 5-year plan.
Someone probably wishes that he had taken Lebanon.
No, because the 5-year plan is.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're getting Felix to drop a 5-year plan to Middle East with a big Asia and Europe coming, like, I think you're doing pretty okay there. No.
Okay, so okay, and that is important now. So Max, you're thinking that he will.
He's going to drop. He's going to drop Middle East right away.
Give Middle East for 1.
Yeah, and I think if you had Lebanon here and you could stop Middle East for 3, 5-year plan Middle East for 3 with Asia and Europe and Africa and South America like this, I think you're doing pretty good. No.
Yeah. Okay. So here's.
Okay, so you have to take Venezuela and probably put 1 more in Thailand.
Well, if you're given Warsaw, you got to put 1 in Italy, don't you?
Yeah, he's just so susceptible to jams everywhere on the board. I guess you're less scared of the jam.
You can't use NTB, and you got it, but you got to take Venezuela back.
Yes, you must do that.
But what did Felix have in his hand? He didn't have a great hand, right?
He
Like,
is NATO. He can jam with NATO.
so he has one gem, but did he even have a three? I saw
No, he's 5-year plan.
blockade, 5 year. Yeah, so he doesn't have a three.
No, he's got AI War, Cambridge, Blockade, and then NATO 5-year plan of Middle East.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not a great hand, right? Like, you could jam, but you
No,
could repair with China.
He's got one jam in him.
I don't
Yeah.
understand why two Yugoslavia and not just one. That's weird.
I think JR should have moved into Israel there to threaten Lebanon, but I still think Felix will drop it for two here. Yeah, he probably
Yeah,
just
that's
scores
what
Middle East,
JR
right?
thinks. Max, you seem inclined to agree. I hate holding 5-year plan into the mid-war. Now, JR is going to have to give China back.
Exactly.
His nuclear test ban was no.
Nuclear test ban was known.
Yeah.
But so was blockade.
You're not
So JR was
you're
never
not
going to spend
emptying
it.
West Germany, JR. Just fucking give up NTB. Let's No. Absolutely not.
This would be insane.
This would be absolutely insane. I hate that so much. With NATO? Dude, oh my.
I don't understand that. I don't understand it.
No.
NATO's going right in there, right?
Has to. You have to take the risk, 100%.
Now, to be fair, Felix has got to be like, what the hell was that, right? He's just gonna put one in there. Yeah.
But
okay.
You don't have. You're still playing China anyway.
You can't. Right.
You're still playing China.
Right. I mean,
so
fine.
Why the fuck? So if you're playing China anyway, why did you do that to begin with? Right? Like, if you're playing China anyway, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that?
Okay, so I mean, you can just put Olympics in there. But you got to take Mexico and Panama, which now you definitely are not going to be doing. You want to get a second in Angola. You want to take Algeria. Obviously, he wasn't going to be able to accomplish all these things while purged and blockaded. Obviously, but they're all good uses of his ops. It's not as if he had nothing better to do with his ops.
Yeah, and Pac and Thailand both have to be overprotected if you're giving up China.
Right. Yeah. So you have to use two of the China ops.
You can try and double space here. Okay, there goes NATO.
I
think, this is gonna do
like you just.
Yeah, and now you have to use China to take West Germany back. Right.
And then you're leaving Pac in India.
Felix is not buying this West Germany stuff.
C5 is going to go in there, and then 5-year plan.
C5's gone, but AI War will.
AI War. Sorry. A free 2-op's going to go in there, and then 5-year plan. Because now suddenly Felix is like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'll 5-year plan Middle East. Why not?
Okay, JR hits the space roll. I do not understand this blockade play. Guys, if one of you would not mind circling that on your little score sheet so we can ask him about that after the game. Because I do not understand this play. Okay, that's a big one.
Felix has rolled a couple of those.
Okay, so JR hits both his space rolls.
But you have to assume 5-year plan's going right into West Germany, right?
Yeah, I mean, JR's baiting him at this point.
Well, yeah, I don't.
Felix also does not know that JR read your decal.
Or Formosa, right? Yes. I don't think Formosa is. I think these are both unknown.
Both of these are unknown. So either one of them could be Truman.
Yeah,
whether they're Truman or not, Felix has to be wondering what the hell's going on. Now, what you could do if you're Felix is you could take 5-year plan and you could put 2 in Italy. Then you say, okay, you can't use Truman for both.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, it's exactly what he's going to do.
Oh, I like that a lot.
So if you got Truman, fine. And now you're definitely using China to take that back.
Oh no. Oh
What
no.
is this? Why are we why the obsession with holding on to China?
This is Europe control territory, is what this is right here. I mean, I guess Sakovs and Degal are both gone, but uh, with a bad hand here. Okay, you must bear trap. You
Bear
must bear
trap.
trap,
Bear
Yeah.
trap.
and you have fixed some of your problems, but Che is
He is
free.
Che is free. Okay, let's just get the bear trap play out of the way here.
Just okay. All right. You're
And
gonna bear
then
trap, and you're gonna give up. You're just gonna give up a coup in Africa, and you're gonna like it.
yeah. And you're gonna keep Italy and hopefully
You're just
West
gonna use
Germany.
China, and you're gonna take Italy back, and you're gonna take West Germany back, and you're gonna forget this whole nightmare ever happened. Unless
Yeah.
we see
And
something
then
like ABM, obviously.
ABM would be dank.
Brush is gonna be
Thailand,
Thailand.
100%.
Yeah.
Because he took Indonesia instead of Malaysia.
Yep, and it's a 4, which would have hit either way.
Oh,
That's a problem. That
Jared.
flips Asia Dom on its head, and Defectors says Felix doesn't have a strong hand. Okay, China card is going to take back.
Defector says Felix doesn't have any problems.
Yeah, right,
Right.
And you just flipped back Thailand,
And now you give up Italy.
but now you're going to give up Italy.
Felix will take Italy here 100% over the coup, right?
Well, yeah, but Felix is not in Argentina, not in Chile, right? But he's in Argentina.
Yeah.
Right,
So,
not Chile.
so if he doesn't get one into Chile here, a Che coup of Argentina, a big role, could give South America control to JR.
I think everyone's whining about a couple other things here, JR. Maybe JR's also taking some sips of bourbon for this game.
Okay, so if Felix takes Italy back, which he's not going to do, because he's going to coup.
There were 5 in West Germany.
Oh
another
God,
huge
Felix.
one.
Ugh.
Wow. Okay, so you get West Germany up to 6, and you take Italy here with Che, right?
Yep.
You don't.
Che. Yeah.
Don't pass go. Don't
Yep.
think twice.
Yep.
Take
You
Italy.
probably get Angola flipped on you, but like whatever.
Then Portuguese becomes free.
Yeah, and you can put Portuguese
because you're
into
definitely
Zaire,
spacing
whatever.
decall. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna okay. Felix with not 1 but 2 enormous ones in Africa. He also had a bad
Three
one.
No,
three ones in Africa.
Right, because there was the Cameroon.
He did have the one in Cameroon, which yes, that was a huge one as well. Not as
three
important
ones.
as the other 2. Obviously.
Cameroon, Angola, Zaire, and then Colombia too. Bad rolls all the way around.
Cameroon is actually a pretty big one still because it gave you access to 2 1 stabs that only had 1 in them. Like,
right. Yeah.
That is my personal opinion is that's a pretty big one.
Yeah. Okay. So Africa looks good here for JR. Now West Germany still sitting at 4-3. Felix, JR ignoring that and to put a second Angola 1 Zaire. He's really hanging on to that Truman bluff.
This is Jimmy Chile. Yeah. Oh, no, okay, that makes sense as well. Okay,
so do you assume Felix doesn't have a 4-op and you OAS into Argentina and Colombia?
Yes.
Yes, 100%. Yes.
Yeah, or Chile and Colombia. I guess there's.
You don't have now. If you coups Colombia, you don't have the ops.
I like Argentina more just because it stops presence, so he can't because
But then still a coup. Well, okay. Now JR doesn't have the ops here to deal with. Now, if Colombia gets couped, he's got to fill Panama with Romanian.
Yeah, which is
okay. And there's Africa, so that's a big break.
Oh.
So now you just score. Now you just score. Take your domination. Okay.
Okay, so JR has weaseled his way out of this half decently.
I mean, yeah, West Germany's still not in a great spot. Now, Kitchen is active. But would you put Romania into Angola and then event Portuguese for mill ops?
I would just use Romania to coup Uruguay, I think, and just take 1 mil off.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably better. You're definitely spacing decall. You want to get kitchen off if you can.
No, I think you just hold
Oh, and
kitchen.
there's
Oh,
Asia.
wow. I
Well,
think you hold
JR,
kitchen.
that flip of Thailand, I would not have done that. That was very smart.
I think you have enough time on kitchen that like you have other things to do this turn. I don't hate it. I don't love it.
Felix at this point is behind in every region. I other than I suppose Central America, but he has no access to Mexico or Pan. What? Sorry.
Well, Justin, what were you saying? Justin, could you speak up from the back, please? I couldn't quite hear you.
What I was going to say is Felix is about to have control of Central America. Yeah, and I guess you're just throwing away Angola. Yeah, you have to do
Yeah,
this.
I mean, Panama is much more valuable than Angola
Yeah.
there. I think you should play Brezhnev to overprotect Pak in Thailand, but I really don't like holding decall longer. I don't know.
What about cooing with Brezhnev? Save yourself a couple of VPs.
Not with Thailand. Not with China gone and Thailand. I don't think I would do it, but that's me.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. You know, you don't want to lose. You don't want to give away Thailand, which is 4 VPs when the Southeast comes, plus more when Asia comes back, to get 2 with a coup in a region that's already been scored.
Thailand itself is a 4 VP swing, right? Like,
yep. But obviously, Felix has to spend China to get Thailand, and then you get China back. So, we'll see what he does. Yeah, I don't like holding decall this long either. Okay.
So if you're Felix, okay.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that also by Felix. I kind of want the VP if I'm Felix, but taking Angola is obviously a higher priority. And we're going to hold decall in Romanian, which feels dirty.
Yeah, I like holding Romanian. I don't want to poke or something and that to give Dom.
But I think with West Germany at 4-4, you have to play Brezhnev and put 1 to West Germany.
Yeah, I like
right?
this.
You can't let him just...
Or 2.
I mean, 1 minimum. 2 I'm also fine with.
I mean, what are you doing with this other one? Here's the
Pakistan.
Pakistan.
I mean...
See, but that's 6. That's 6th in West Germany says, I don't have Truman.
Yeah.
A 5th in West Germany says, I have Truman. Okay, and he still doesn't get it. He does get ABM, though. So he'll be able to, he can use that to take West Germany if he so desires. Also gets an active special, which he can use. Suez is gone, as is SOC.gov. So I think special is probably my headline here, isn't it?
Active special has to be headline, right?
Yeah. Yep. Let's see if he connects the dots.
So do you try and hold Kennedy?
Good.
Okay. Good on special. So you want to hold Kennedy, right? Like you want to hold Kennedy here.
But what are you holding it for? Okay, Missile Envy is going to take We Will Bury You, which is fine.
But that lets him hold Kennedy, right?
Yes. Yes. Now you space decall and you can hold Kennedy. That's JR. I'm very happy to see that.
3 VP. I mean,
happy to give up the 3 VPs.
Yeah. If I'm JR here, I'm thinking, get to turn 7, don't have gunmen, don't have DEFCON issues. I'm probably cruising, right? Like, you're looking pretty good right now.
Yeah. One awkward thing will be if Felix plays China here.
Yeah. Also, JR mentioned, and he's correct to do so, a 4-op into Italy steals Italy here. Oh, and there's Truman. So JR fixes up West Germany just in time.
Well, yes. I mean, it was also awkward for Felix because Felix couldn't play Truman if he had it that whole time, right? He had to keep holding it.
Yeah.
I like JR just overprotecting here. I think that's the right choice to do 2 ops.
Yeah, it could cost you Zaire.
What about Zaire? Yeah. Also, let's talk about ABM. What's your ABM target here? You just coup in Mexico with it?
I think so.
Or you're going to try and realign Mexico.
I think you coup Mexico with it. You just got to knock them out, right?
Yeah, as long as they don't get into
I
Guatemala here. You could see
I
Guatemala,
think
Nicaragua.
you take some realignments first and maybe like use ABM to coup Angola.
So I think
Also,
I would
ABM
use cultural next AR if Felix
Yes.
does not
play China.
play China. I really
I
want
think
to get
you take
cultural
some
out.
realignments or you overprotect Zaire. That might flip Zaire. No, just he wins Algeria out of
He
it.
wants
That's
to get
good.
Algeria. I mean, but
No, think about your cards. No, JR,
why?
think
No,
about
this has to be
cards.
cultural.
This has to be cultural.
This has to be cultural. What do you? This is okay. That's a mistake.
This is like the fine tuning, right? Like it's the refinement of your game.
Yeah,
Yeah, where he's
Jr.
like,
Yeah, come on.
fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's the fine tuning refinement. But Felix is going to take Algeria
yeah.
here
He's
and
not going
not
to use
play
the China card to take
right?
Algeria.
No.
What is this? Why? Why?
He
Because he
has the
has Europe scoring.
He has the scoring.
Okay. Well, he's okay.
So Felix is now currently saying, "Fuck, I don't want to be down like 10 BP by the end of turn 6."
This is impotent rage on the part of Felix. If
Yeah.
he had Europe scoring, he needed to just take Muslims, put it into Italy when JR couldn't respond.
Yeah.
This would be a massive blunder from Felix if he has the scoring.
Yeah, the Italy play. Right. Yeah.
And
yeah.
JR could go all day.
JR's sitting pretty, right? Like
He's got China back.
the Angels MV Bourbon, little burn on that one. If you haven't tried the bourbon, it's fucking great. 10 out of 10. We need a break from the jamming.
Okay, finally gets a successful coup, although.
Yeah, now JR can't give Romanian here. Yeah, I like spacing.
You got time to space. Also, Tim was asking if he could join this threesome and turn it into what I can only assume is an orgy by 4.
VOA to stop the double space. He hits on the roll there, so JR won't double space. He wasn't going to do that anyway. I think at this point you give Romanian and takes Portugal, right? Or you're just going to ABM now?
Could we please double back to Tim wanting to join this threesome and turn it into an orgy?
If Tim wants to hop on, he's more than welcome to do it. But 4-man booth can get crowded. I know Ted has some experience with that.
But I also thought Ted really likes being in a booth with 4 men. So I'm kind of torn on this. I thought
set that one up, Justin.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's going to get to hold. If we can refocus here for a second.
Yeah, we need to refocus. He doesn't have the.
Your guys' priorities are out of whack, if you ask me.
He did not have the scoring, so I am confused.
I do not understand Felix's line of play there. And here's a hand.
Oh boy!
Here is a hand.
So if you were turn 6 and you were like, "What cards could I draw right now that would make me really happy?" Things you'd list out: Junta, grain sales, Europe scoring, like Nixon, Usturi.
Oh, and JR loves to see that as well. Don't have to worry about gunmen. You will get your Europe Dom off. You don't even need to give up a coup here with this gunman. Yeah, that's a card you're fine. I assume cooing Angola here with.
Yeah,
that's it.
Just take an Angola coup.
Great card to coup Angola with.
Yeah, we're not going to be greedy and try out Argentina. We're just going to take a nice, easy coup of Angola. Yep, that's exactly what we're going to do.
No, should have cooed Argentina.
We're going to show scorings, Junta, Asia cards,
And Felix decides not to keep that in the deck with Junta and Grain unknown.
So with Usuri right now, do you use that to fill Southeast Asia and flip Lao?
Yeah, I mean, now you don't have to worry about holding on to China. I mean, yeah.
You have China, you have Nixon, gunman's gone.
Cultural's gone. Yeah, you just
drive the VP, right? Just drive the VP track.
Yep. Boy, I am really surprised to see Felix get rid of Gunman with the board looking like this. I mean, let's be very clear here. Felix doesn't have a good region. Felix is not ahead in any region.
No, he's not.
Okay, so that's
Wow.
one bad thing about this hand is you have nothing to discard to Quagmire and you miss the roll. Okay.
Immediately.
JR, immediate, the Max Goldman trick. Immediate, doesn't even fucking flinch on that one.
Okay. Now France is not
So
overprotected.
You're gonna lose the Europe.
It's important,
right?
And if France gets flipped, you could very well.
The hippies are around. Oh, UN
And
pick
it gets
up an extra
another
VP. Sneaky boy.
Bert the turtle is going to, that's 2 there into France. No question about it. Overprotect France, kids. Just overprotect it. All right.
Nixon. Wow.
JR is going to get dominated in Europe.
Yeah. He might. Turkey.
He's going to eat a domination
away.
here. He's going to eat a domination here. He's going to have work to do because this is going to be 5 countries. It's going to be 5-4. Okay, okay.
Felix doesn't even have the option to do it.
Oh, geez, and Felix. Okay, Felix will only 3 cards left and 4 ARs to play, so Felix is going to have a blank AR at the end. Okay, I changed my mind. Felix is not going to score Europe domination here.
No, he will not. I mean, he can't even, because Greece and Canada, if he has to do it, and he's not doing other things around the board. I mean, this certainly you don't want to lose France, but this is not the end of the world, I don't think.
Dump salt.
Yeah, dump salt for sure. I would dump Sadat, 100%. Sadat has got to be dumped here.
It's a free one-up for Felix.
I would also. I think I'd also dump nuclear subs. I
think I would dump subs also.
You don't need it. You do not need it next turn. Sadat has got to be dumped for the late war. You have Egypt now.
No. Oh, dump salt.
No.
You
dump salt. Dump Sadat.
Oh, do you think maybe he's thinking I'll keep salt to maybe get the DEFCON to 5? No, it seems greedy.
Why would you want DEFCON to go to 5 if you're JR?
So you can realign France, but it's just such a crazy long shot because you need ABM or
You're going to be ahead in every other region. Greedy. What? We're just going to discard here?
Okay.
Well, he makes us look like fucking idiots.
All right, so he discards it. He gets salt. Now you're gonna okay. All right, so the plan now.
So Jared was right. So Jared made us look dumb.
Yeah.
Oh, but he doesn't get to fill up Southeast Asia before the scoring comes.
He was busy doing other things. All right.
Fair. I would hold Junta.
I would hold Junta. Yeah, you can hold 2. You gotta. No, I don't like that. I mean, Central is unscored, to be fair, and the plan is to headline ABM next turn.
So just to go back to the Kennedy play. I mean, I look. So cards, still in the deck. Yeah, there we go. Camp David. I think A for P. Nuke subs we saw, Puppets, John Paul, Panama. The only red card is Flower Power right
now. No. I would use CRGs here. Get it back in the deck. Let's overprotect our 2 African countries.
Maybe fill Malaysia. For
I like
brush
one
protection.
Malaysia for sure. Felix does have an empty action round here. Felix cannot respond.
Okay, sorry.
To this.
I forgot about that. I'm going to be honest. I completely forgot about that.
But I still like salting for ABM one of these 2 action rounds, and then you hold ABM through, and you get a +3 realign on France.
I think he might just.
So this is fine. I don't think I would go for it right away, though.
I think I would use Colonial to coup Lao. And just take the Miloff's VP.
No,
is that crazy?
I think it's crazy.
Yeah,
if you just put one in
you only get 1.
Yeah, it's only 1. No. I don't like this. Put Colonial back in the deck.
Yeah. Colonials has got to go back in the deck.
Put
I
Colonial,
agree.
You don't need Usury for domination. Put Colonial back in the deck and hold ABM.
+4.
Boy.
You're going to... Okay. All right. I would realign that again at plus. That's
Oh,
plus.
yeah, no. Yeah.
Plus 5.
Yeah.
JR.
Yeah.
Realign that again at plus 5.
Yes.
Okay.
I would not
There you go.
realign
Now
West
you don't
Germany at +1.
I would
Because-
realign.
No, this is good. I like Iraq's good.
Iraq's fine.
good. Iraq's
good.
good.
Iraq's good. Yeah, let's do that. There you go.
Do that. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Make that.
There's a
easy.
1-6.
Okay. All right.
right.
You know what? JR has made us look kind of silly a couple of times here.
Because the dice have gone very well.
Okay.
Well, except for Quagmire.
I mean, the dice have been 5 or 6 a lot, in Quagmire included. Oh my god. And he redraws Middle East there.
Oh, no. And now you can. Well.
Okay.
Wow. What's the Thailand?
I think you just do Middle East and force him.
Yeah,
force him
I
into
would
the
100%.
decision. Yeah.
I'm 100% headlining
Yeah.
Middle East to bait him into going
and
Middle
then
East here.
Because then he doesn't even have a full strength
but
rush on any of
He
them.
also has Panama. His central scoring, right?
Yeah, he does.
Oh.
He has. I think if I'm doing this right, he's got Puppets, Panama, Central, and Arms Race. So not a great hand from what we know. Although Arms Race is going to get him 3VP. You just Middle East and then force him into that decision because.
No, I don't like this.
No. You can do this at any time.
I mean, he says, okay, well, I'm going to lose Panama, so I want it now. And he's probably figuring but he's not getting this presenceless Middle East off. Well, maybe he will. I guess he probably will.
I mean, it's going to be presenceless, I think, but no Dom, right? Like,
yeah, you're just getting it off. You're going to be happy to take your 6 here. Oh, well, and Muslim's gone. Oh, DEFCON is 5, folks. Oh boy.
Oh.
Take Cuba.
Oh,
You're gonna take Cuba on this board?
I'm gonna take Cuba. I'm taking Cuba, yeah.
Oh, with Ortega unspaceable, you're taking Cuba.
I'm taking Cuba.
I'm taking a 50-50 shot at Mexico first. Put three in Cuba and put 1 in Jordan.
Yeah, I don't mind the. No, because
I don't like it.
if you put 3 in Cuba,
if you do this, you hold Ussuri, right? Like you hold Ussuri, you clutch the China card.
You don't need the Ussuri event anymore.
No,
it's not going to help.
In case you get Aldrich or something,
right.
And Ortega's unspaceable, like.
Yeah.
Okay, so JR going to give up a domination, but 4 is better than.
Now he's
10.
going to take 6 in Middle East immediately. He's going to score Middle East for 6 immediately.
Score your VPs. Score your VPs. Take your VPs. JR, don't be greedy. Why? No.
Why?
What? No.
Why?
No. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Do this.
Just do this.
Take your 6. If you do anything in the Middle East, he's going to take Syria.
Wait. What if you do a 4-up coup with flower power to stop on Arms Race?
Yeah, that's not bad. Coup Syria?
No, like coup Algeria. Like don't
just score Middle
don't make
East.
him. No, I think you stop Arms Race.
You can't
go
stop
for
Arms
Argentina.
Race. You can't.
Oh, you can't. No, you can't anymore.
Yeah, he's got 5. You cannot stop Arms Race.
This might stop it because he's going to repair.
Okay.
No,
he can't repair now.
Well, you can't repair. You just got Argentina out of that.
Yeah. So now we'll see a coup, I assume, in Africa.
I might see South America because Felix is in real control territory here.
Yeah, but Felix is getting control territory in multiple regions.
Yeah, that's true too. Okay, well now I do coup back and stop Arms Race. I just coup. Oh, you can't. Never mind. I guess you could coup
Colombia
yeah.
with subs.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Let's be. Felix is not thinking Middle East. No, Felix isn't thinking about Middle East. He's thinking about South America now.
Because
I like this. Yeah, I agree with it.
Right, because it's 3 VP, right? And so versus Middle East, what is?
Yeah, stopping presence in the Middle East is the same 3 VP.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's got to do.
So if you stop the presence in the Middle East.
No.
Don't do the.
Why no subs? You're not.
You're definitely not eventing subs.
So you don't. Coup with subs, like
I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't. Okay, like, let's put my fondness for the Pope aside for the moment. I don't think you need the Pope here. I would still event it, but that's just me. Subs, you're definitely not eventing, and you're
Like, what,
definitely
you're
not
gonna
holding it either.
no, and because what, you're gonna play 2 ARs to
If he does not score
Who's that
Middle East
here?
here,
No.
I'm literally going to go insane.
No, I think this is okay.
I guess Felix at this point is like, there's no chance he has Middle
Yeah.
East.
Like, things I don't need turn 7 is Middle East presence, because obviously he does not have it. This is funny.
This
is
play
wild.
is merely annoying, and it's a good
Well-
play, but it could wait an AR.
Yep, there you go.
Stupid.
Yeah, JR. Okay, now JR. Now let's be fair. JR is going to take Jordan, so it's only going
And
to
it's
cost
only
him
one.
one VP.
Yeah,
It's only going to cost him one VP.
Okay, JR, take Jordan, take Botswana, so you have a bunch of realignments, or
Yep.
take Chile.
Chile's
Like-
Chile's good. Chile's good. Just
I
take
like
Chile.
I
There's no
honestly like
access to
Botswana.
Chile. Yeah, you don't want to get Botswana taken on you.
No, take Botswana. Take Botswana.
Well, that's
Oh,
useless.
that
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't-
That's good.
Yeah.
good.
You guys are right. Yeah, 2 Botswana's good.
I like Botswana here.
Yeah.
I still think Botswana is like one of the most valuable, like, middle war non-battlegrounds in the
we
game.
need to do our non-battleground draft.
And this is fine, but okay. And JR's got to score the Middle East,
and not event subs.
yeah. The Pope is maybe an event. Nuclear subs is definitely not an event.
not an event.
Yeah. Okay, so you realign with subs, right? Like, or
You're gonna-
counter coup.
Yeah, you're gonna just realign.
No, Felix will coup. Nope. It's going to be annoying.
I think you just repair.
I would
Hell,
repair
just
and
overprotect.
I would repair and put
I
a
would
sixth in Italy.
protect. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to get
Yeah.
a sixth in Italy. Sakov,
Oh,
reformer.
problem.
Yeah,
Reformer.
Suckos, reformer.
Yeah. Well, Brazil does not need that.
That is not necessary. Okay.
Jared's looking at Italy and being like, "Oh yeah, they'll overprotect."
Okay.
it. Good
There's
shit.
Aldrich.
Good stuff.
Special. And they're special.
Yeah.
Did we just see Muslim Rev also? Muslim Rev was the coup card of Mexico,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, Muslim Rub's gone.
So AWACS is not necessary. You headline special here, right?
Well, you got peak special, but obviously if we see reformer, then you got to headline Chernobyl to stop yourself from losing these countries. Chernobyl at an AR 1 Europe scoring is
Or-
quite annoying.
CMC to keep. Oh,
Yep, that is you got to headline Chernobyl.
yeah. But it does temporarily give up Europe Dom. If
Yep.
Felix has Europe, he's going to just. I will say this: for how far behind Felix is,
Just Chernobyl.
just
Chernobyl.
No.
You just Chernobyl, and then you recover in Europe.
Yeah.
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 Yes.
Yeah.
Do that
Very-
one,
There you go.
and then you get your special.
Yeah, because
good.
you're right. Yep.
But-
and then you. Yep.
I will say this: for Felix, basically not having a single region, central after couing Mexico. I don't understand how this game's only +7. Right? Like, let's if you think about this, like, this game has no business being +7.
And
Felix
there's
is
a
playing
Europe to
very
home
well.
flip.
Felix is playing very, very well.
Yeah.
So I just want to give the man credit where it's due.
Yeah, I mean, particularly given how bad his roles have been.
Yeah.
Particularly in
So
Africa.
JR should just coup Zaire here.
Zaire, yeah.
Yep. Yakuza Zaire.
That's straightforward.
Yeah, just take a Zaire coup. Just take Africa domination.
The Pope is watching over Africa for you. It would be great.
Yes, do this.
Catholic Church never did anything bad in Africa.
No.
No, not once in their
Okay.
existence, right?
Well, good time to if there's ever a good time to roll a one in Africa, that was it.
That's the time.
Okay.
The one time when it's not an anything but a one, and you still get the one.
Yeah.
Per
So
se.
are you guys using Aldrich to dump decall here? Just get it out. Are you
Yeah,
saving Aldrich to
yeah.
dump something worse?
I think I'm just going to use it to dump
I just want it
decal. I
out. I
think
just want it gone.
I'm not crazy about the whole being in Cuba thing right now, but like I don't know. Part of me's thinking the only way I'm losing this game is DEF CON. So like,
Right. There has to be double terrorism, DEF CON, because cultural's
yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
So you pull
With a
China
degrader
out.
in the headline as well.
So actually, you're right because with Aldrich gone, you could, yeah, it's a double terrorism. I don't know. I don't
Right.
know.
With a degrader in the headline.
Yeah,
Because
I
if you're
might personally play very passive because of the situation, but maybe that's incorrect. I don't know.
Okay. So are you afraid of one small step here? Would you
Yeah,
space
I
a
am.
neutral card to
Yes,
try and steal
I
three
think I would.
VPs?
Yeah, Jared doesn't care,
no,
but
he
I
does
think
not
I
care.
would. I also think I would just space Aldrich. I don't know.
You would space Aldrich?
I think I'm holding Usuri.
You just Chernobyled Europe and it just got scored. You're using special for that.
Yeah,
You
but
don't need to event AWACS.
no.
I mean, I'm fine.
personally
If you want to
think-
fill up Middle East Battlegrounds, that's fine. That's fine. But yeah, you really don't want to give up
I'm
decall
scared of
here.
DEF CON. I'm scared of
Yeah.
DEF CON. I'm giving up decall.
Okay.
I'm like that. That's just what it comes down to. I know I'm winning this game in final scoring 100%. I have dominations in 5 regions.
Yeah, that's a fair argument. So what? You just cover over
I'm going to just play AWACS into Zaire and
yeah,
Nigeria.
and then you really don't really
So
have any problems.
let's
I
talk
don't
about
care.
war games. Let's talk about war games. So JR up 4 VPs. Let's say he misses on his space roll and eats that. Now it's 1. You give up an Africa Dom.
But you're not giving up Africa. No.
Yeah.
You should take Botswana and like start like pressing realignment, right? Like,
yeah. Felix needs to start thinking about a path to 6.
Did Arms Race get played?
Yeah.
Arms race. Okay, UN of Evil Empire. Okay, there's another potential.
Did Arms Race get played?
okay.
Yeah,
Could
I don't
someone please-
know.
So
did
is
it?
JR holding Aldrich? Is that the plan?
Yeah, I mean, if you're giving up decall here, you're holding Aldrich.
So is the plan
No,
to
you could
hold...
space Aldrich, I think, and hold you.
No,
Right?
so the plan's to hold Aldrich to get out of DEF CON.
Yeah, I think Aldrich's better than Aldrich's fine to hold. I mean, Usuri can do nasty things in Asia.
Yeah, I guess you evented. Yeah, an AR7. Okay, this makes sense.
Maybe I'm too much of a pansy. I don't know.
No, I mean, look, the score. Felix just hanging on the score here, but Europe, Africa, South America, Asia, and Middle East, and the Middle East situation is a bad one.
Yep, this is fine.
You don't care about this. That's fine. Let him. No, who cares? I don't
This
care.
is fine.
You do not care about those things. No, I don't. I would take Indonesia back.
Not if you're going to event Usuri.
Okay, so he did get it off.
Oh.
So Ted, you were remarking that correctly. Okay, now an Africa Dom is 6. Felix is the higher seed. I have to say that. So a War Games tie goes to Felix.
I don't like giving an early Iran Contra.
Unless
you're going to do it to realign your...
What's he going to realign?
Realign yourself out of Cuba.
JR could get realigned out of Cuba at...
realign yourself out of Cuba.
Yeah, no, he could. I actually did that in a lobby game the other day. I intentionally triggered Iran Contra and triggered the event first and realigned myself out of Cuba so I could play Ortega.
I love it. I love it. If JR gets war gamed here, I mean, Glassnot, Oh, it actually starts getting a little dicey, eh? There's
Glasnost.
VP.
I mean, OPEC is nothing. Okay.
You don't actually see that very frequently. A
Okay.
zero OPEC,
Yeah, happy to see that gone.
Yeah.
Okay, and then just Usuri and yeah, do
Just be a
this,
jerk.
and yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
fine. Yeah,
fine.
Oh, yeah.
That's fine.
Brush. There's okay.
Okay, there's Asia. All right.
You have ABM. You have missile. You have Asia. I think you just drop Asia in the headline, right?
well, he doesn't have
Um,
headline peak anymore.
what
But
can
there's
stop
nothing.
Asia? Even a
There's nothing,
yeah, even a successful IP war doesn't do anything.
right? Like, no, a successful Brusher IP war flips it, stops Dom on country count.
For oh geez, that's right. It's four.
well, when did we saw Brush again in turn 7, right?
So it would be
Yeah,
IP
Brush
war or
was gone,
bust.
Yeah,
so
Brush
it's
is
IP
gone.
war.
So there's got to be IP
So
war.
you need
Now
5
you
or
also
6 of
could
IP.
you could headline ABM and just take North Korea with it. Be done.
The problem with that though
Is,
is
is
that
it,
then you're DEFCON 4 and the same
I
line.
kind of like holding ABM for a counter coup in Africa, so I understand at least not headlining ABM. That being said, if you don't want to headline Asia, I think maybe you go How I Learned.
Yeah, how I learn's good. Get you the mill ops. I think if you're gonna play ABM, you take South Korea because of Cal.
so IP war on India, and a big old coup of Nigeria. Um, puts
Well, I mean,
puts Felix on the doorstep.
JR still picks up two. A big old coup of Nigeria, you got to counter coup with ABM. I still
That's
think
true.
JR.
JR also has how I learned to be a jerk and set DEFCON to 5 and delay any
Right.
war games
Plus missile envy
shenanigans.
if he
Yeah,
has to. Right.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right. That's
I
right.
mean, you can't event missile envy with Cal. Like
But
you
Well,
absolutely,
after eventing how I learned, you could.
yeah, sure, that is
Um,
true. If you
but
did it mid turn,
yeah, I'm trying to war game out paths to victory here for Felix. And okay, Pershing is not particularly scary.
okay. So this probably stops the threat of war games.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah, and the other thing it does is it means the reformer's not gonna
beef six.
be 6.
So I'll say this: I think JR. There's a couple things he could tighten up for game 3 to try and go for the win. And what if he wins this? He's in the conference finals or like
No. This will tie it, right? 1-1 because Felix
sorry,
won
if
the
he
first
wins
game.
this series.
yeah. If he wins the
Yes, then
series, he's in the conference finals against potentially Michael Patnick, who knocked me out all the way back in the first round in early April.
It's nice to see Patnick back though after taking a year off,
It would have been nice if he were a higher seed.
so that you didn't get knocked out in the first round.
Yes, it would have been nice if he had decided to go ahead and finish better than 12 and 8. Now we have two
Honestly,
12 and
though,
8 players in the conference semifinals.
Justin, if it makes you feel better, you got further in the playoffs than I did this year.
So wait, I'm sorry, you're complaining about low seeded players making it far in the playoffs?
Yeah,
Is that what
it's
you're doing?
really frustrating, isn't it?
Interesting. Okay, got it. What is taking so long here? I don't.
I mean,
What is-
obviously, he's thinking about his AR1 play, not his Pershing play.
well,
Or Felix is thinking, how can I use Pershing to pull out of Asia battlegrounds instead of Europe?
hmm.
And he's like, there's a way to do this, right? Like,
Keeps clicking on India and it's not doing
yeah,
anything.
like if you force it, like it is play deck. You never know what could happen, right? If you click it enough, like it's play deck. Weird things do happen.
All right, Lakers tie it at 111 with a minute 13 to go here in the Western Conference Finals, Game 4.
Are they? No, not so. Could someone? What's going on with the Celtics exactly?
Celtics Lakers bad. Celtics Lakers bad.
That's the takeaway.
That is the takeaway. Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
DEFCON problems maybe.
No,
No,
I mean,
just
that's fine.
West
You just
Germany.
don't want to give up a coup.
Yeah, just put
They're
that's fine. This is fine.
yeah,
If Felix wants to waste time with this, I'm okay with it.
Yep, I agree. This is fine. Is
I
Duck
mean,
gone?
JR's only thing right now is to not get DEFCON, right? Like, oh, eight missile is not free depending on Duck, right?
I think Duck got UN.
Yes, Duck
Well,
did get
find out
end,
now.
but
Find out
that was,
when
I
he
guess,
No.
gets
turn
back in
6.
there. Okay, that's
So
fine.
Duck's around. Yeah, De Gaulle's not going to do anything.
No, the goal's gonna get you ahead in West Germany.
Yep.
Whatever.
So
Okay, put South African in there. Uh, that's fine.
I think Felix is going to flip West Germany here because I think JR's reluctant to play ABM when you could just play ABM for ops.
Could just play ABM for ops. I don't mind though dragging this out.
yeah, I would be fine dragging this out. Europe is scored. It's not going to do anything with war games. Only going to affect final scoring. You're up 7. There are only
But
2 unscored regions. You have a control in one and a dom in the other.
ABM is easily could be played for ops, right? Like there's Algeria.
Yeah.
There's literally Algeria or Mexico. Like, fuck. You have two. You could take a 50-50 shot on 2 battlegrounds, or you could just use it for ops. My vote is you just use it for ops.
Yeah, now I might, and maybe you
I
should
would
have
just
done
use
that.
ABM for ops. I don't know that I'm really excited about cooing in Africa, cooing Algeria with it.
I think you can Mexico, but because Algeria, you could still take Saharan states back and realign it, right? If
Yeah.
someone, how it has Botswana not been taken by turn 9? Like, I personally value that non-battleground as the best mid-war non-battleground in the game, and it is not going to go fill this game, and it bothers me.
Okay, so we did have
Wow,
war
so
games.
Felix had it and had a path.
Yep, Jada Space makes sense. JR picks up another VP.
Everyone needs mill ups still.
South African's free. I guess South African's going to go ahead and fill up Botswana. There's tear
Son
down.
of a
Felix looking
bitch.
for discard. Going to get it.
Get it. Oh,
This will
ABM's
temporarily
Mexico,
stop Dom,
right?
so we'll see a Saharan states coup here.
ABM's got to be Mexico.
Yeah, or Algeria, I suppose.
Well, no, I don't like this.
Like that.
What
I
are you
mean,
doing,
it's
buddy?
fine. If you're going to use ABM for the event, yes, this is better. Yes,
This
do
is
this.
that. Keep the Dom on the board. You don't need a Korea for Dom, right? Like
Yeah.
Nope,
you don't need a Korea for
no,
Dom.
you do not. You're gonna need to put one somewhere back in Asia at some point. It's annoying. Okay, and then we're gonna go around and around. Oh, just cool with Summit. Don't know why. Didn't need that.
Oh, maybe you should have used that for ops.
I looked down at the Nuggets for a second. He cooed Algeria and rolled a 1, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
But he accomplished what he wanted to accomplish, which is take Africa Dom back temporarily. Now he's got to go to Summit.
Summit realign.
Now you're going to realign.
No.
Oh.
Realign Summit.
Okay, well,
That's fine. Okay, well,
Coward.
here we are.
Coward.
Turn 10. 2 unscored regions. Both, then they favor JR in total by 12. He's up 9 on the board now. There are 2 dominations on the board for Felix. But 4 to 2.
Europe's easy to stop.
no discard.
Not really.
No discard.
Okay, well, there's terror. So he does get Ortega, but terrorism as well. Turn 10, grain sales will be nice.
Yep. Marine Barracks.
This is a
nice
terrible hand. I mean, this is a terrible hand,
but
especially with
it's
flower
fun.
power. But this should be enough given JR's big lead.
And you're going to be able to make Felix discard too, right? That's pretty valuable.
Yeah, you terrorize. It is a little awkward here. You can probably prepare for Latin American debt crisis.
That is annoying, but you were going to get dominated in Europe anyway. You're down 5 countries to 2, and you have garbage ops. I
Yeah.
guess it does affect Glasnost, so there's that. Here's LeBron driving the paint, and that will do it. He does not make the shot. Nikola Jokic celebrates. The Denver Nuggets heading to the NBA Finals.
Against the team that's not the Celtics?
Most likely, yes.
Because Celtics bad.
The Celtics bad.
So it's bad.
Oh, fuck it.
No,
No,
I would
no,
return
no,
it.
no, no,
I
no,
would not
no,
return
no,
this.
no, 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 no.
I would not return this.
No.
I would not return this.
Coward.
Jeez.
This motherfucker.
Okay. Well, that should about do it. What?
This is over.
Yeah.
This has to be over,
Europe
right?
and
Like,
Central. So Europe is 5 for Felix. Central, I believe, is another 5. 3, 4, 5, 6.
let's call Europe and
2.
Central,
Central is 4.
against the
Europe
current
and
VP
Central
track.
are a wash against the current 9. JR has China, and he has dominations in all 4 other regions. This one's over, folks. It's all over but the crying. But I still, with Central scored, I would have given up libs and taken a coup. You take a coup with it, and then you.
And then play terrorism.
Yeah, and then you're going to play terrorism later.
And then you get two ARs.
Yeah, back-to-back ARs.
Yeah, which helps you with your crappy hand because it's going to get awkward here in South America between Latin American debt crisis. I mean, you just play that, right? You
That's
don't
true.
discard.
Yeah, I think you're going to give up Latin American debt crisis right away, immediately.
Right now.
Yeah.
And you're not going to discard to it, obviously. Yeah.
No. And then
Wait, you're sure
it.
you wouldn't discard to it?
Yeah.
So you fix this, and then you still gotta protect Chile because you're gonna play Allende most likely. I mean, I guess you have no problem playing the China card here.
Yeah, you'll play the China card.
But like, Marine Barracks is either an MTR or you have to give up IP war for 2 BP. Right?
Yeah, you can hold. Yeah, you can play Aldrich with Ortega and an IP war left, and then finish with China.
And play with MBB as an MD.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Glasnost is annoying.
Italy, I think, right? No, okay.
No.
This makes sense as well.
I mean, I wouldn't even care about losing Italy at this point.
Just put AI war, take Malaysia, Philippines, just like reset it.
Yeah, just take a coup. No, yeah, you got to take a coup so you don't give up a coup in Africa.
Oh, okay.
You don't want to give up a coup in Africa.
Yeah, you're right.
That's why you got to do something. That's why you have to do something aggressive with Glasnost, so the U.S. can't just coup in response if you're going to play Glasnost like that.
But also, what are you cooing? An overprotected Mexico and an overprotected Panama?
Yeah.
Because you have no other battlegrounds?
What's that going to do? Next to nothing. Yeah, that's not anything.
So, good time to play China. Oh.
I mean, I guess what else are you going to take it back with?
China?
You know what? Actually, you know what he should have done there? On the Panama coup, he should have played Ortega.
Oh.
That's true. Yep.
That's really, yeah. Oh, that would have been.
Yep. I agree. That's exactly what he should have done.
100%.
You give up the coup in Cuba.
And then,
and if he doesn't coup Cuba, great. You just take a meaningless coup somewhere else.
Yeah. So Felix gets his mill ops. He's fighting to the bitter end.
And JR has to. Yeah, this is going to be an empty action round.
Yeah, and you're just going to eat the 2 VP for my people.
Yeah, you just eat the 2. You really don't want to give up Allende here.
Yeah, I agree. This doesn't even matter where you pull it from. It's literally just an empty AR.
Right. Just fix that. Okay. And
Man, those are rock realigns. Really, those are
yeah, really
brutal.
change things. Yeah.
That 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 set of realigns really nasty.
Right. Because the thing it really did, I don't know what
There's libs. You're just going to repair Cuba with
pure, I
Indo-Pac,
guess.
and you'll eat the 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the Iraq coup, because what was the score on the turn that Felix had war games?
Felix was up
Like three?
a
Like,
point or two, and then before JR played Asia. Once JR played Asia, it was over.
okay, right. Yeah, it was Asia. Okay. All right. So, because
Yeah.
Iraq there was worth, I mean, I don't know, final scoring here, 8. Like,
I mean, Iraq also stopped Felix from getting into Saudi, right?
yeah.
Like, just the whole access thing.
All right, you're fine, buddy.
Yeah, I think you've got this one in the bag, JR. Now, do they do a game 2? I know it's currently late for Justin. It is like hours past his bedtime.
It is well past my bedtime. I will not be staying up for game 2. Doesn't Felix live in the East as well, Max?
I think so. I think he was saying when he bumbled the D-stall play into France, he said, maybe 10 o'clock is a little bit too late for me. So,
Yeah, that was a major mistake. We got to ask Jr. Max, I nominate you to ask Jr. about that blockade play.
Oh, but then JR's just gonna get mad at me.
Really? So I have to do it?
Well, I mean,
I thought
someone should
worse was the Italy
someone.
not overprotecting Italy, putting that one in Saharan states instead of Italy, and
Yeah.
then it's a disaster.
Okay, so put it this way: someone has to tell JR that the blockade play was really fucking stupid. I just don't know if that person should be me. Because Justin has a lot more finesse with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
You don't see this every day.
No.
The USSR realigning of Cuba. Of Felix cannot buy a roll. You don't need to do this, but okay.
Take Afghanistan.
Afghanistan's fun. I mean, if you're gonna do this, just jam North Korea. Who cares?
It just doesn't matter at this point. Is fundamentally what it comes down to, right?
It does not matter.
Like no one cares. Like at this point, you don't care if you win by 1 or if you win by 30. Like all you needed the dub. That's it. And unfortunately, Ted, and Justin decided to be adults during this cast instead of feed my childish antics.
It's a Monday, man. I'm sorry. Normally I'd be with you on the whiskey train, but
well, the Willie did get evented.
The Willie did get evented. Did it?
Oh,
yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Felix gets the moral victory there. The moral victory to realign Chile. Yeah, that was a doozy of a game. That was absolute trash.
Yeah, some huge rolls, some huge ones in Africa for Felix.
That kind of just set the mood, didn't it?
Yeah, sure did. So,
all right, now hold on. I don't like this, but
Phil Canada.
No. So JR has an extra action round here.
Does he hit pass?
Bummer. He could have played Ortega.
Yeah. 21 VPs. J.R. Jones, the victor here in Game 2. We will have a Game 3. And as Jack Buck once said, we will see you tomorrow night. Not sure if they're actually going to play tomorrow night, but this one's not over. JR still with life. and is going to get another chance here at Felix.
Yeah, I have to go scoop my cat's litter box, which is basically the equivalent of what Felix just did for the last hour and a half.
Good gravy, huh? Yeah. Okay, so I think JR is going to join us for a brief post-game interview. JR is still muted, so let's
Yeah,
get
I
him
would like
on
to go to
here.
bed. So let's razz him about his terrible plays, and then let's go to bed.
JR?
Jared Jones.
Hello.
JR.
Jones, Colin, Dr.
JR,
Jones,
congratulations
Dr.
on the
Jones.
victory.
Thank you.
What are your initial thoughts on this one?
My thoughts are this game is really, really easy when your opponent is Soviet and just keeps rolling one on their coups over and over. Like I said in the chat, I think he had like I don't know 3 that I can think of, like anything but a ones where he just rolls a 1 and gets nothing from it. Game could have been a lot different if he'd actually hit any of those.
JR, you're going to have to walk us all through your play in Europe. We were kind of ripping you apart a little bit. So I'd love to hear about why you didn't discard the blockade, why you didn't beef up Italy, and just tell us a little bit about what was going through your head there.
So this hand, I was purged and I had decall, and I didn't want to give him China back really. And
but why?
Obviously I'm not going to.
Why?
Because I liked having it. And Truman was in the deck unseen, and I was putting 3 back in. My thought process was it'd be pretty wild to get too crazy for East Germany here. And he did end up putting 3 in, so I was wrong. But I thought if I put 3 in with Truman unseen, he's not going to risk it. He did.
He didn't really have anywhere else to go.
Yeah, that was the other issue.
He had Chile, which he did not fill, and which JR ended up taking.
No, he didn't have that. He had like Venezuela and Brazil at some point, but he was never down in the southern part.
He was not.
Oh no! After you're right. He walked to Uruguay to Argentina, and he never took Chile.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then after that, I just didn't.
All right. I'm more curious, JR, about the strategic importance of Saharan states. And can you explain to us in college essay format as to why that is more important than Italy?
Remind me when I did that. That was an AR7 player, right? Was that Nuke Subs?
Mm-hmm.
I honestly just was not thinking about I was just thinking about a nice juicy reline on Algeria. I think it was at 2-4. I had France back, so I was like, I'll get a reline there, get him a little scared in Africa, and then he headlined Stokovs and scored Europe for a nice domination. So,
I have a question.
That's what you call a mistake.
Why do you hate Botswana? Like, what did the Botswanans ever do to you? I'm just curious.
I never felt like I needed it. I didn't want to realign South Africa. I'm bad at relines.
But you want to realign Algeria, so like it would make sense to set up a secondary target, right? Like
when I pointed to Sahara, I'm pretty sure he had Zaire at that time. So I was going to realign Zaire and Algeria.
Okay.
Yeah, I can understand that. You know, you had other things to do with your ops. That makes sense. But I was a little confused about the blockade thing. I get the value of holding China. I was a little surprised that you did it. That's all. Worked out for you. Won the game by 21 VPs.
That was really all that I was thinking with holding blockade. Was I didn't want to give him back China right away. I don't believe Pakistan or Thailand were overprotected at the time, and I was under purge with this hand.
Yeah.
So I had roughly 0 ops in my hand that turn.
Yeah, it just meant you were going to have to play China to overprotect Thailand and Pak.
Yes, you have to play China to protect from.
Right. China. Yeah.
All right. Well, JR,
one last.
And then if I give him back China there, after I protect Thailand, he gets the brush war, and I don't just get Thailand right back. So
that is fair.
turn 10. You had an extra AR. You could have played Ortega. Why
You
did you
could have
choose
done
not
that,
to?
yeah.
That's just I was a coward. I didn't want to use my whole turn. I felt bad that I was already winning. I didn't want to rub it in and use the extra AR there.
Because if you realign Cuba, you probably could have realigned yourself out at even.
That's true.
Like
almost a 100% chance if I just used Ortega here, it would have realigned me out of Cuba.
yeah, like almost like 100% surely, right?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Well, JR, I think we've ripped into you enough. We're all friends here, but in all seriousness, congratulations on your victory. The three of us are just salty we haven't made it this far. Me especially. So hey, nice job on the win. You will survive to a game 3. We look forward to. I hope we can do that one as well. Jr. You know what? You're the victor tonight. I'm gonna give you the final word.
Just wanted to tell everyone thanks for watching, and really appreciate you guys doing the stream. Excited to watch it and see how mean, especially Max was. But I'm sure all you guys had some.
I wasn't that
good
mean,
ones.
and
We were
for the
mean.
final,
We were very mean.
I think Ted and Justin were just as equally mean, and Ted still got 4 guys in a booth today, so he's still pretty happy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Very, very exciting for everyone. All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching. I think we I don't know if we had a ton of viewers tonight. My usual East Coast and European audience are all in bed, as I should be as well. But thank you everybody for tuning in. For Ted Livermore, for Max Goldman, for J.R. Jones, this is Justin Abramson. We hope you enjoyed this game as much as we enjoyed bringing it home to you. I'll be back with more Twilight Struggle later in the week. But until next time, this is Justin Abramson. That was fun, but now it's done. So long, everybody.